Valkyrie prepared. Need something destroyed?
Hey there, StarCraft fans! Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Remastered. Today on Knockout. Really fun map. It's going to be RoyaL versus BTS, also known as a Taru. Bottom left, it is not true. We're going to call him BTS. That's what he goes by now. And the bottom right, it is a RoyaL, previously known as Sorry. Changed his name, won an ASL, and just kind of coasted a little bit. So this is a Knockout. Big expansion here. Wait, big main base. Small natural. We've got a third base high ground here like Polypoid. We've got expansions at the 9 o'clock and the 3 o'clock here, 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock. And nothing in the middle here. So just kind of a space platform map with, let's see, is every expansion a high ground? No, not a high ground here. Oh, even stuff here. So much harder to defend compared to, let's say, this expansion. And this is basically high ground, right? There's a little divot that enemies need to get through here before they can go ahead and attack your natural base. That is low ground, and that is your advantage here on Knockout. So tap that like button, click it. Whatever you have to do. You can hype the video as well if you're on mobile. And let's see if there's any proxies available here. Well, there are always proxies available, but proxies in this game. Terry the Overlord scouting out. That's right, Terry. Going the wrong way on purpose. You don't get shot in the face by a Marine. I applaud you and salute you. So, looks like it's going to be a hatch first here from BTS. We've got minerals narrowing the ramps. Easier to defend that way. And then once the threat is over, you can mine them out so your units can get out more quickly and get across the map to attack your enemy. We see that on maps, especially current maps. ASL 21 is ongoing. Should be good, man. Flash is there, Bisu's there, Jaedong is there. This is going to be the last super high-level Premier tournament featuring all three of those players, all three legends. So enjoy it, savor it, because again, this is the last ASL that Flash is going to compete in. He's going to do his best with his wrist injuries and history of wrist injuries as well. I think he feels okay. I did put a Flash versus Shuttle game up on, I want to say, Saturday last week, and Flash looks good. He looks better than he has in a long time, so hopefully he can keep it up for ASL. Nothing too weird going on in this TVZ. Just, you know, hardwalling against Lings that cannot be here because the pool is not done yet, but the SCV does not know that. Oh, are we planning maybe a bit of a bunker here? Getting near her early enough. The Marine moving out across the map. RoyaL. Like every single time there's a hatch first in a TVZ, I feel like we move out with Marines, we throw down a bunker, and just pressure it that way. Look at this. 2 Marines moving out. And this SCV says, I'm a scouter, but maybe I'm going to be a bunkerer. Lair on the way. First 100 there, so it's not going to be speedlings for a minute. These Lings are like, hey, throw down a bunker, and you will feel the pain of our claws. That's their attack. Simply claws. Excuse me. Second rack's coming up. We've got gas. Not going to be a mech opening anyway. Metabolic boost coming in. Not skipping metabolic boost. We need speedlings here to accommodate the mutalisks that are surely going to show up here for BTS in the early stages of the game. And SCV scouting, seeing, is there anything up here that we need to worry about? No, there's not. So let's see. Oh, Lings. Oh, hang on a second. Killing Marines. Marine, there we go. Taking out those Lings, losing a couple friends in the meantime, but that's a-okay. Lings didn't get inside the main base, and that is the primary goal of those Marines. Academy coming up. Stim, range, engineering bay will be coming up shortly as well because, hey, look, Spire on the way, sub 4 minutes. Excellent timings here from BTS. So, yeah, if RoyaL was at the peak of his powers, right, like the same level of play when he won his ASL. Oh, excellent surround there on that SCV. BTS wouldn't stand a chance. But again, RoyaL's just kind of coasting on his laurels lately, just saying, yeah, I got my ASL. I don't need to work as hard anymore. Which is disappointing for RoyaL fans, but just nature, right? Just second nature to humanity, I would say. Engineering bay right now. Right now? In a factory, maybe? What are we doing, SCV? Engineering bay. Could have thrown it down earlier, but whatever. Spire coming up. Second gas being harvested. And a macro hatch? No, one creep. He's worried about vultures. That's what this creep means here, but nope, no vultures, no factory. Oh, Ling's inside seeing no vultures, no factory. Cancel it, dude. Yeah, he canceled the creep. No, he didn't. He let the creep finish. All right. I'm not going to sunken it up. At least not now. So, excellent full scout there. Seeing it's not mech. Seeing it's not even going to be early Valkyries here. So, these mutos are like, all right, just have to worry about Marines and turrets. Very standard. Range on the way for the Marines. And, yeah, no sunkening up. Macro hatch here. But not early enough for the first round of Mutalisks. But again, we're going to be pumping out Mutas with that extra larva on the third hatch. We've got Mutalisks flying across the map. We've got Marines moving across the map. And here comes the dance between Mutalisks and Marines. Just a dance in the middle of the map here. Mutos are like, I'm not worrying about you. You're not a dance partner right now, but maybe you are. Ha ha ha. Killing a Marine, not losing a Mutalisk. That is the goal of this Muta stack. Killing Marines and not losing Mutalisks. That sounds like, almost sounds like a band name, right? Killing Mutas, not Marines. We love you, Atlanta. This is Killing Mutas, not Marines. 6, 7, 8. Hard rock band. Not worrying about missile turrets here. Just sniping down SCVs. Getting 3 or 4 of them. Oh, pausing construction on a supply depot there. Taking out Marines. Check this out. Look at this. Have we lost? Yeah, lost 1 Mutalisk there. Very injured Muta there as well. 2 Sunkens. Can handle this many Marines. And 2 more besides, because I think there were 2 Marines killed there. Lings and Mutalisks helping out from that push. No third base. Here from BTS, man. RTS. Wow. RJB sent this in and said Epique, which is French for epic. I mean, he's Dutch. I don't think he really speaks French, but we know enough French to communicate that way, right? Right. It's a cognate in English anyway. It's not that hard to figure out what it means. Factory into starport. No vulture production. That doesn't mean there aren't going to be vultures on this map. And yeah, wiping out this Marine group with Mutas, with Lings. No sign of an upgrade to these Mutalisks here. Check it out. Just unupgraded Mutas. And that usually means a Hydralisk then, and a third base, but no, unupgraded Mutas from BTS. What are we doing here? Just 2 base, unupgraded Marines. Sorry, unupgraded Mutalisks, and unupgraded Lings here. We do have a Valkyrie now. So there's an armory. Where is the armory? Right there. So we do have Valkyries, but again, this is not a heavy investment into Mutalisks. Not a super heavy investment anyway, but yeah, snipe it down. Wow, 3 turrets with these Mutas. Lost 3 Mutas there, but acceptable losses, I think, to take down 3 turrets. And again, Muta stack. SCV down, building another turret. Getting a cancel on that turret would be nice. Yep, cancel there. Another Marine goes down. Glaive Warden's bouncing everywhere. We have a Hydralisk Den and a Queen's Nest coming up on 2 bases. Third base. Okay, third base top left side. I don't know, man. 2 base with a hive is not very good. So there's the third base there. Valkyries getting their rockets out, splashing the Muta stack, uniquely equipped to take down a Muta stack here with that Flick Micro. Look how good this is from RoyaL. Dude, I love RoyaL. Look at this dance. Just in and out of range of that Valkyrie saying, we need Scourge. No Scourge either from BTS. This is a weird opening from BTS. No Scourge to deal with that Valkyrie. And more Valkyries besides. Look. Producing Valkyries all the time. We got Lurker Aspect on the way. There's the Scourge. There's the Hive. There's the Vultures, like I said, right? Vultures coming across the map here. Spider Mines being researched. Speed already done. And are we upgrading at the engineering bay? That can be a tell if it's going to be mech. No. Are we floating the engineering bay? Where? Oh, there it is. Nope. I think it's going to be mech here from RoyaL. I love it. Oh, I'm so happy about it. We haven't had a mech game on the channel in a while. So what's the answer for BTS gonna be? Is it gonna be queens? Is it gonna be drops? Is it gonna be lurker traps? Is it gonna be cracklings all over the place? Maybe. I love this part. Ah, so glorious. That is so nice. Just nailed the Zerg soundtrack. I know everyone's favorite is the Terran, and I get that. Ooh, Spider-Man connection's pretty good. Four Valkyrie group here from RoyaL. I like it. I like it a lot. Vultures heading up the left side here. What is defending it? Lurkers blocking the top of the ramp. Burrowing. Run by is good. I think the block would have been better here. And yeah, canceling drones in those eggs sets back the economy. No drones at the third base. Muta's dispatched to help kill these vultures. They cannot take down a hatchery. They don't even have a +1 attack yet here. +1 vehicle getting started. And look at this. More factories on the way. Barracks quiet. It's going to be MECH here from RoyaL. He's good with MECH. He's not afraid to do MECH against Zerg players. And here it is. We've got a drop. Again, just fairly SK Terran strategy here. And look at these. Look at the Scourge. Oh, does take down the... No, takes down the dropship. Spider-Mine's up there. No Marines, but Marines darting into the main base here with stim, with range. Drones down, drone down, drone down, drone down. 3 drones down. Run! Avoid the lurkers. Drone down again. Trying to kill a lurker with 2 Marines is a tall task, but we do. Muta's responding. Valkyrie's responding as well. Ooh, big fan of this. 2 kills on that Valkyrie. What do we have up here? A hiding vulture. Oh, he moved. Like, can we snipe this drone? No! We cannot. More Scourge. Third base coming up right side. A lot of gas is required for the MECH strategy here in TVZ. I remember casting MECH from replays back in 2008, and every single MECH game that got to late game, Terran won. Because Zerg did not know what to do against it, man. He didn't know how to control his queens very well. He was not good at drops either. But lately, in modern TVZ... Oh, that's a 4th base. 3rd base here, man. Wow, RoyaL very ahead right now. In modern TVZ, yeah, queen control is good. Hydra control is good. And, you know, Zerg players make TVZ with MECH look very easy. I don't know how else to say that. Adrenal on the way versus another armory on the production tab for the Terran. Muta's clearing out these spider mines. This is the way to do it. This is the only way to do it. Maybe with Guardians is a good way too, but Mutalisks clearing out spider mines. No danger to the Mutalisks. And Vulture versus Lurker is kind of an interesting deal, but the Marines are helping as well. Valkyrie's here for the Mutalisks. Marines here for pretty much everything. Vulture's here for the Lings, and we got a cancel on the 4th base. BTS, you are hopelessly down at this stage. Hang on a minute, not getting a cancel. Valkyries. Oh, the Muta's dead, but taking down the Valkyrie here. We have 2 Marines at the 4th base with a Vulture, hoping to get a cancel here. No, we don't get a cancel. 300 HP on that as finished. Easy to snipe down. Easy to snipe down. I think it's a priority for Terran to get this hatch down. If you take a base down to that low level there, you pretty much have to kill it. So we got Vultures across the map here. We have Vultures across the map here as well. Just mass Vulture at this stage of the game. I kind of like it. +1 attack on those guys too. We can take down that hatch with mass Vulture. Up the right side expand from RoyaL. Dude, you are in so much trouble, BTS. I know, again, RoyaL won an ASL. BTS has not, but... Again, I just don't feel like our guy RJB sends me one-sided raffle stomps for this situation, right? Shouldn't do, anyway. Engineering Bay lifted, scouting into the main base of the Zerg players. Drops are on the way from BTS. I like it. Siege mode coming up here, too. A little bit late on tanks, I feel like, but Look at these vultures, man. Map control extraordinaire on these vultures. Just lings have no hope. Look at this. Nothing but orange in the middle of this map. This ling's like, blah. Double expanding. Expanding there. Expanding here. All up the right side here on knockout. This is just a recipe for disaster for BTS. Maybe we can see drops pulling him back even. Maybe some queens. Production tab says no queens. No queens hiding anywhere either. Sometimes it could be hard to find on the minimap. They hide their queens to avoid getting scanned and trying to take the Terran by surprise. Look at this. One vulture. Not a big deal. Nope. One sunken. Maybe not either. Just focusing on these drones. 64 to 46 workers here. Couldn't take down the hatchery, but 5 or 6 drones died. Scourge hunting, I guess, science vessels, or maybe there's a science vessel. Maybe some Valkyries. That is not good Scourge control. BTS. Are there tanks moving across the map? That base will not die unless there are tanks. Look, there are tanks right here. RoyaL. Look at the map control you have. And cause the Zerg to despair and to weep. We do have Dark Swarm, but again, Spider Mines are good under there. Siege tanks are good under there too. Charon boost is on the way. And I'll load up. So again, drops. So good against mech, man. Dropping on top of tanks instead of sprinting across this space station so that tanks can hit you 3 miles away before you can even hit the tanks. Scanning again, constantly scanning. Scanning, seeing any sign of queens anywhere. No, just a whole lot of lings. And, oop. Adjusting course here. I think we're going to try to kill the Zerg player right now. Down the left side. So we do have a Dark Swarm. We've got, Science Vessel down. Irradiating. A Defiler. I love that. And are we not sieging up? Why are we not sieging up? Okay, Ling inside here. Get out of there in the Dark Swarm. This Zergling is doing some crazy stuff. We got a drop in the top right base with lurkers, with cracklings, sunkening up. Lurkering up the top ramp here. SCVs here are dead. Uh-oh. This is how we even it up, man. This is it. Irradiate. Again, a good answer to everything Zerg can do in the late game. Another Dark Swarm, and we've got Lurkers. We have a Spider-Mine catching, and the Lurkers die. Siege Tank, Spider-Mine, again, a good answer there. So yeah, fully ruining the top right base here from RoyaL, but not losing anything either on the left side. I think we're ahead in economy right now for BTS, which he needs to do if he can hope to win this game. Overlords all over the place. As many, well, not all over the place. Look at this vision here. Up here, and down here. That's about it. That's all the vision we have. We got cracklings running down the bottom side here. +2 armor, +1 attack. We have siege tanks. Bam, taking out these Zerglings. No, on top of the tanks here. Nope. Not on top enough. Yeah, Overlords getting killed. Send your Overlords back home after a drop, man. You can shift click them. It's a doom drop, effectively, inside the main base of RoyaL, coming in from BTS. Look at it. Look at it and love it, ladies and gentlemen. This is getting really problematic now for RoyaL. Lurkers and Dark Swarm inside your main base. We got a couple tanks. We have more tanks coming in to defend. Consuming an Overlord is that Defiler to toss down a Dark Swarm. But yeah, tanks, the answer. That's about it. Is there one inside each of these, though? Nope, there are 2 inside that one, 2 inside that one, but they are split up enough. That splash damage is not a factor. Ling's working away on supply depot, supply blocking. RoyaL BTS drops again. How good are drops? You can come back in a game where you're behind with drops. Dude, look at this. How many supply depots are going to die here waiting for the Dark Swarm to end, which feels like an eternity when you are waiting for that. This Lurker has a 1 kill, 5 kills, 3 kills, but that is defense here for these Lings. And yeah, supply blocking, supply blocking, supply blocking. 124 supply available for the Terran player. Oh, absolutely just crazy, crazy, crazy stuff here from the Zerg player. I'm loving it, BTS. Let's go, drops. Lifting, loading again. So it's 61 to 55 workers. Again, supply blocked is our Terran player, but the Overlords do not get out of there. Look at this drop here. I am in love with this drop. Oh, Ling dropping these tanks. Ling bombing these tanks. No zealots necessary. Just Zergling sometimes. This base needs to be lifted off. Yeah, lift it off, lift it off, lift it off, lift it off, lift it off. It's on fire, but you lifted it off. Lings and Hydras running across it without the benefit of Overlords. Ow, ow, ow. Another drop up here, killing turrets, so that dropping could be easier next time. Dude, this is the most dropping I have seen in a TVZ possibly ever. BTS mass drops. Who would have thunk it? Coming across the map. No drop this time. Forcing a left off. Hydras, though, with their +2 attack. And it's already low, so command center down. Dude, BTS was in so much trouble. He was on even base count. He was down on worker count. And now he's killed this base. This base has been in trouble as recently as 2 minutes ago. Main base all over the place. Just scrappy stuff all over. We got 2 Dark Swarms leading up to the natural base. Can we do this? No, we can't. I don't think we can. Hang on a second. Lurker. Nope. Lurker dead. Cracklings inside the Dark Swarm. Can take down a couple of these tanks, but this position, nice D-Matrix there. This position is pretty well solidified for RoyaL. There we go. Vulture sniping the Defiler. Oops, Spider-Mine helping as well. That's a Vulture in spirit. Got a small drop here. Got Zerg blood everywhere. +3, +2 upgrades on the mech. We've got ourselves +3, +2 on the Lurkers. And the Lings are at 3-2 as well. Rectifying that in the production tab for both players. 3-3 on the way for every single unit here. No air units for either player are upgraded, but this is a ground versus ground battle. Had to mute there. Excuse me. Bit of a sneeze. There's the hatchery. Placing the command center at the 3 o'clock. Production tab. Still no queens. Just a lot of drops. Just a lot of cracklings. Just a lot of hydras and lurkers. And yeah, I love it. I love the drops, man. They are so fun. Wherever they come from, I love recalls. I love dropship attacks. I like overlords dropping stuff all over the place. I like shuttles. Bombing tanks as well. And unloading here on the top right-hand base. Hydras, cracklings all over the place. Overlords not getting back home, but that's okay. There are more overlords where that came from. You are supply blocked. 145 available supply, 173 for the Zerg player. RoyaL is weathering the storm. His macro is good. He has 73 SCVs. He's at 190 supply now to 169 for the Zerg player. These are harassing the Terran player. They're hurting him, but they're not hurting him enough. I don't feel like. I still feel like he's going to win this game here at 23 minutes. Let me know in the comments if you think that RoyaL's going to win this game at 23 minutes, because I don't know. I really don't. He's feeling okay, right? He's feeling okay. 180 supply of Terran mech never feels bad. Dark Swarm, cracklings, lings from all over the place here, trying to surround, stutter stepping, trying to get out of this Dark Swarm. Unsieged siege tanks are good as well sometimes. Not as good as siege tanks, but sometimes you need to be mobile. Sometimes you can run away from these lings and get some serious damage done. And there we go. Tanks down, but a lot of lings are dead as well. Siege tanks not going to siege up this base. You can, but you're going to be dead. Yeah, there it is. Tank down, blark, 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 blark. So, 74 workers to 57. Guess who's ahead right now? I'll give you one guess. It's a coin flip, basically, but yeah. Expansion finished. And here we are, running across the open field into tanks. What did I say about this, BTS? BTS, come now. Let us reason together. What did I say about this? I said, don't do this. I said, drop. So don't run across the map, even with Dark Swarm. Also, no ultras at all, I find interesting here from BTS. Again, ultra's not good against spider mines or siege tanks, but sometimes we need a little bit of heft here. Nice D-Matrix again from RoyaL. Tank still goes down. Wait, hold on. Tank still goes down. Tank still goes down. Tank still goes down. No, siege tank alive. Dang, 21 HP on that one, 66 on the other. And yeah, just a non-stop streaming 60-worker Zerg player just pressuring the Terran player all the way back. One good turn deserves another here. You're pressuring me, now I am pressuring you. The Matrix inside the minimum attack distance, but that doesn't mean you're inside the minimum attack distance of the other siege tanks, Hydralisks. Brutal, brutal, brutal stuff. Expanding here would be good, and expanding here as well. Look at this. Neither player expanding at the 12 o'clock or the 6 o'clock. Because again, it's hard to defend. It's even ground. No ramp you can defend at all for either player. We have 27 sets of lings on the way. Wow. Or 27 lings on the way. Right, I forgot that works that way in Brood War, not in StarCraft 2. Winging out. Dude, 189 to 137 supply. RoyaL, just the macro alone is so good. Scourge chasing science vessels. Can you save the science vessel? No! Science vessel down to the Scourge here. A couple tanks go down as well. But spider mining everywhere is just an incredible strategy against Zerg players who do not like to drop, who don't like to do anything flying. These overlords here, I kind of feel like they are they're dropper lords sometimes, but yeah, unsieged siege tanks, again, pretty darn good against Ling sometimes. Dark Swarm. I think we need to expand 12 or 6 here now as BTS if we're going to do this, and I just don't know if he has any plans to do it. I think he would have tried to by now if he wanted to, but I'm not sure that he does. Lurkers killing tanks, kind of a rare sight in TVZ, but a sight that we see nevertheless. Look at this. 3-3. Like I said, 3-3. And 3-3 for the Hydralisks. Scourge. Searching for science vessels. There's one right there. Just, I guess we're scouting with these Scourge, saying, what's going on inside the main base, folks? Ah, missile turret's dead. Vulture run by left side, killing every single drone inside this base. Did we lift any off with these overlords? Yes, we did. Sick lift off with the drones. We did lose a few. There was blood splatter there for drones, but we lifted it off. Dude, excellent stuff. But 82 to 52 workers. Come on. BTS, you are too cost inefficient right now to win this game with that worker discrepancy. Unload the workers. There you go. Unloading the workers that he lifted off so awesomely. A liftoff of workers from a Zerg player to prevent them from getting killed by vultures. I don't think I've ever seen that before. BTS, I'm loving it. I know I can see why RJB sent me that game now. So this is a defunct base. I guess killing it doesn't really hurt too much. This command center could be flown elsewhere, I suppose. But Comsat, yeah, that's useful, but it's gone now. 192 to 140 supply, and it's MECH for RoyaL. This is a good, scrappy game, non-stop action, but I think this is too much of a discrepancy for BTS to handle. Expanding here now? Too late, I fear. We've got tanks moving that way. We've got vultures moving that way. We've got 55 drones. We have a Mutatech switch. Irradiate. Hurry. Split. Second or third irradiate. No, they're trying to stack up here, but look at the irradiate. Ow. Mutalisks hurt very much. Not all dead, though. Look at this Mutatech switch. +1 attacks on the way at 29 minutes. What a crazy concept. We are killing tanks, but guess what? 196 supply from RoyaL, even as killing siege tanks. He is all over the place here. Science vessels going down. He is making Goliaths non-stop at this stage. +3 Goliaths will murder Mutalisks with +0 armor. Which is why we don't see very many tech switches to tanks, or to Mutalisks against the tanks in TVZ, because again, +3 Goliaths, their upgrade helps them so much. We got a Vulture versus a Sunken, hilarious. We've got Lings and Mutas and Hydras versus tanks, also kind of hilarious. We've got tanks unsupported versus Mutalisks. We've got 190 to 144 supply. Even after all of that, it is still a 50 supply lead in overall supply from RoyaL. What is happening here? RoyaL is just being able to spend. 9 Goliaths at a time. Here are the Goliaths. Mutas dying. Like I said, yeah, RoyaL is in the defense of his life here, but I think he's going to win this. It's still 40 supply advantage overall, 82 to 50 workers. He's just entrenched on this right side of the map, replacing so well. And yeah, even after all that, 192 supply, expanding 6 o'clock. Check this action out. No 12 o'clock for the Zerg player. No commiserate 12 o'clock. I don't know, man. I don't know if BTS can win this thing, but it's a plus 30-minute TVZ on Knockout. I'm enjoying it immensely. I enjoyed the drops. I like the Muta tech switch. I like RoyaL just seemingly unkillable at this point. Dark Swarm. Irradiating. Science Vessel down. Spider Mines killing the siege tanks. Dude. Goliaths, as always, not very good at killing lurkers inside Dark Swarm. Cracklings against Goliaths, pretty cost efficient. Especially with the surround there. Yeah, lurkers good against Goliaths, though, especially Sunken. Sunkens are Goliath's nemesis. Still not clearing out these lurkers, huh? No spider mines available. Dark Swarm wears off. Run! Run away from the siege tanks. Kill SCVs. 80 SCVs, you say. No! 77. 80 SCVs, you say no. 73. Lurkers all dead for that, though. We will teach them a lesson they will never forget. They are dead, and 6 o'clock is the key here for RoyaL to win. I don't think he needs it, but it solidifies his win. 190 to 120 supply. Yeah, no queens. The drops are just being given up on here. No more drops. Remember how drops killed this base? Remember how drops harassed this? Remember how drops supply blocked RoyaL? BTS just gave up on it. It's like, let's just run across open ground with Dark Swarm into a mech, blah, 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 and that's it. We're done. So yeah, good game. Really great one. Tap that like button, follow, and subscribe, I guess, if you haven't. Following's not really a YouTube thing, is it? No. No, it isn't. Yeah, I just keep looking at the game state, and I'm looking at tanks die, and I'm like, ooh. Then I look at the 120 supply the Zerg player has and go, oh, these are the sounds that I make here. This is just over. So, good game. Great game from BTS, but you just can't let them out-expand you no matter what they're doing, but especially if they're mech. Just not happening here today, Cap. Yeah, dead. Dark Swarm is fancy, but not good enough. Mutas are back at it. The Goliaths are just enough to chase them away. They got the +1 attack, but no armor upgrade. Yep, here we go. Tanks finally sieging this base, which I think is the death knell for BTS. It's nice these tanks are dying, but I keep pointing out, when you look at the production tab, it's still a maxed out Terran. Every tank that dies is not actually hurting his supply. Because RoyaL is just that good. This is one of the better games I've seen him play, man. He feels Flash-esque in this game, where just no matter what you do, you cannot make him smaller. You cannot hurt him. You can supply block him, doesn't matter. You can kill his tanks, doesn't matter. You can kill his bases, doesn't matter. He recovers. It's very Jason Voorhees, very Michael Myers of him. And that's going to be it. Yep, GG. Tank siege up here. BTS taps out, and that is it. And check this out. At 35 minutes and 16 seconds, these drones are still in the Overlord. He had 54 drones available. 7 of them were inside this Overlord for the last 10 minutes of the game. Do you think that would have helped if he had 7 more workers, 7 more drones out there? He is operating at, like, what? Do some quick math. 47, yeah, 47 workers instead of 54. Because of these 7 drones that were inside the Overlord for the last 10 minutes of the game. That's crazy. That's absolutely insane. I cannot believe that happened. I cannot believe he lifted those to save them. And then dropped 1. He dropped 1 right here, I guess, to put to work. But then the other one stayed inside these Overlords. Or this Overlord for the rest of the game. We're at 35 minutes and 16 seconds. It's over. That's crazy. I cannot believe he forgot about these. And would it have helped? Yes. Would he have won? Beats the heck out of me, but I don't think he would have won. But seriously. RoyaL wins it. Again, looking Flash-esque. I don't know how else to compliment him other than to say that. That is... Woo-wee! That's what we're talking about here. That is the love of a good Terran player. Terrans everywhere are like, woohoo! That was an awesome game. It was. It really was. All right, that's a GG. That's what we're talking about here, folks. We're looking at a fan-friggin-tastic display of how to play MECH TVZ here. The tanks, the Goliaths, the vultures, the spider mines everywhere. The ability to replace losses constantly. No concerns whatsoever. Million Hydras died. Million Lings died. Lurkers were good. Darkstorm was good. Not good enough. Just want to point that out. Everybody's like, oh, Darkstorm's overpowered. Zergs never lose when they have Darkstorms. They sure as heck do. Here's one example of it right here. How many Darkstorms got cast? Tons. Did the Zerg win? No. Were the Darkstorm emplacements impossible to destroy? No. Did it last forever? No. It's all good in the hood. 315,000 points to 297,000 points in favor of the Terran. Outproducing the Terran, getting outkilled by the Terran. Bigger number. Structures raised 54 to 1. And a gas mine difference here. Huge for the Terran. Oh, yeah. So the outspend, right? Just the general outspend. As always, if we just come to the final and take a look at what's going on in the income here and the total spent, the Terran outspends the Zerg, and you just kind of win. You just kind of win. All right, that's a GG. RoyaL gets the win. MECH can sometimes look unstoppable, can sometimes look impossible to kill, can sometimes look unviable as well, I think is what I meant to say there, but you know what I mean. All right, that's going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.